Welcome back. We're here smoking the spread. Again, it is smoking the spread. We're here for the second time ever. Back-to-back videos here. We're running through our NCAA Men's Tournament Bracket Preview. Hope you all doing well. This is Wells the Truth True here in the middle, and Philip,
Let's go, baby!
Phil the Wanda on the left. Down there at the bottom. We're going to start off quick here. We're going to run through these so you guys can get back to your work day and hopefully make some money and further your bracket. Let's dominate the office place this week. We're starting off with Baylor at Norfolk State. Very similar records. I would be lying to you if I knew anything about Norfolk State. We're going to kick it over to Phil to give us, is there any betting lines worth looking at on this one?
We're correct about their same overall losses. Baylor 26-6. And Norfolk 24-6. That's about the only thing you're going to see equal in this game. Baylor's obviously the more dominant team. We've seen a 16 seed upset a 1 seed once before when Virginia, a more predominantly defensive team, took that. Strength of schedule for Norfolk was 357th in the country. Baylor 26th. There's a little bit of difference here as far as competition, playing up to your competition. I'm going with the mullet of Baylor. He's going to take over. He'll be your X factor. Right now, that line is at 20.5 towards Baylor. I think they cover that. I don't think Norfolk stands a chance. Defense and points per game are about the same, but obviously different conferences, Big 12 and the MEAC from Norfolk State. The over-under is set at 137. I'm also taking that over. Baylor's about to put up 90. Let's go Bears.
All right, Wells, what do you think?
I'm going Baylor. I'm going to go with the under because I don't think Norfolk State's going to score that many points, so there's no way it's going to hit the over. So let's go Baylor, baby!
10-4 Captain Wells there. Let's move on to the next one. This one gets interesting. We got this is an 8-9 matchup, North Carolina at Marquette. Phil, anything worth betting on in this second match?
Love this game because Marquette's a name you hear. You've heard it since Dwayne Wade if you hadn't heard it before then. Marquette always is there. North Carolina, the Tar Heels, always there. Marquette is actually 6-6 against the top 25 teams in this nation. 2-4 the Tar Heels in North Carolina. So you would think that Marquette has this edge. But the points are going on North Carolina. They're giving them 3.5. The over-under is a resounding 152. I'm not going to touch that over-under unless I'm going the under. That's a lot of points. But I do have North Carolina. They are hot right now. I think they're going to make a run. So I'm going to take North Carolina in this game. I'm going to take them with the points even. And hopefully they get more than just one win in this tournament. Go Tar Heels.
Wells, I know you've got to have a thought on this one. What do you think?
I'm going Tar Heels. They're going to win. I take the spread. And also I'm going with the under because no way they're going to be 150 points scored in this game. No way. I don't believe that's going to happen. But I've been wrong before, but I don't believe this one's going to be wrong. Let's go Tar Heels, baby!
Trivia. Not really trivia. What's Marquette's mascot?
A golden eagle, same as Southern Miss.
I believe that's right.
I believe
Is
we're
it?
right. You want to look it up? Who wants to test
I'm going golden. Final answer, golden eagle.
it? Golden Eagles. Well, we'll
That's my
pretend that's
final
right.
answer.
I believe that's right. I don't have anything to combat it. I don't know what a Tar Heel is, but I'm taking the Tar Heels. I feel like if Marquette was really up to speed here, I would have heard a little bit more about them. I may sound stupid. There's probably other college basketball podcasts out there that know a little bit more than me, but I'm going straight off of looks here, and I like the way North Carolina ended the season. I don't think I'll place a. Yeah, I will. I'll take North Carolina and the
You got
points.
to risk it to win the biscuit,
You're right.
dog.
Wells, you're right. I'll take North Carolina and the points. Let's
Those
move on.
best.
Let's move on to the next one. Indiana won last night. Not very impressive in my eyes, but they won last night. We got St. Mary's at Indiana. Phil, what you betting on?
I like this. And it was a fun game last night, right? You got to watch in the play-ins, love the play-ins, Wyoming, Indiana. You got this Mountain West school, which was a good Mountain West school, finished 25-8. They're on the play-in game. You're facing Indiana, down Indiana team, but they're still good, played a better schedule. Fantastic game. Indiana came on top. They're playing St. Mary's, who plays disciplined basketball, the Gales. They've always run into the buzzsaw that is Gonzaga. This is actually going to be my first 12/5 upset. I will take Indiana. I would not have taken Wyoming over St. Mary's. The spread's going to be fairly low on this one. It's -3 to St. Mary's. The over-under sitting at 126.5, so they expect it to be pretty low. I'm going to take Indiana if it's going to be a low-scoring game. The Gales don't get out. They don't run. The size of Indiana takes them over. So the Hoosiers are my pick in the bracket.
Wells, you know much about St. Mary's? Or are you running with the Hoosiers as well?
I'm going St. Mary's. All day, every day, baby. Let's go.
Are you a big
St.
Matthew
Mary's gonna get
Dellavedova fan?
Sure. Let's go with it.
Yeah, you
Who's
go
the
with
baldy
it.
they got now? Who's the baldy they got now?
I don't know. I haven't watched very much St. Mary's. I only watched one game of theirs all year. It's when they played Gonzaga earlier in conference play. I will tell you, though, Matthew Dellavedova put my beloved MTSU Blue Raiders out of the tournament in a play-in game in 2013. I believe 2013. Might have been 2014. I believe it was 2013. And ever
That's
since, I've had
heartbreaking,
I've had a hatred for the Gales. And you were right, Philip. We'll go back to that trivia question previously. It is the Marquette Golden Eagles. Not much trivia. We probably should have known this in a sports podcast, but hey, we're learning every day. On to the next one. I like UCLA. We got UCLA Akron here. It kind of seems like a gimme, but we're going to let Wells go first on this one. What do you like? You like the Bruins or do you like the Zips?
The Bruins are going to whoop up all over the Zips when they play. It's going to be an easy W for the UCLA Bruins.
Who had the Bruins played this year?
They played USC, Oregon, whoever else is in the Pac-12 at the moment. I'm blanking.
No, you're right. You're right. I agree. UCLA has had some tough competition. We're going to kick it over to Phil here. I want to know some betting takes. Is it even worth putting money on this game with what we see is going to be a blowout?
The obvious pick is the UCLA. Shout out to what Wells said, the Akron Zips projection. It's also baseball season. Fantastic time of the year, people. This line is sitting at 13.5. UCLA is getting the points. The over-under is sitting at 128.5. So they expect it to be low scoring on the Akron game. They do expect, obviously, UCLA to win by a very solid margin. I do think UCLA wins by a fair amount of points. I'm going to go ahead and take that over because you never really know how high a team like UCLA, who is a preseason top-ranked team, kind of faltered there in the middle of the season, but reclaimed a little bit of that hotness, finishing 25-7, is really going to show up in that tournament. So I wouldn't put 90 points past them. I'm going to think this is going to be more in that 80-plus for UCLA, 50-some-odd range, getting above that 128 mark. So Bruins on the line.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I think that I root for offense, especially in a basketball game, and especially in a game that I don't have much interest in. So I will take that over with you, and I think UCLA will pull away with it. On to my favorite matchup on this side of the bracket, Texas, Virginia Tech. The Hokies coming off hot of an ACC tournament run. I don't know. They probably wouldn't be in the tournament if it wasn't for that ACC tournament run. They did have a decent season, though, well over 20 wins. Wells, what do you think? Hokies, Texas Longhorns?
Hokies, baby. Hook them down, baby. Let's go Tech. I think they're going to keep the momentum they had in the ACC tournament, just whopping the floor, or mopping the floor, excuse me. Let's go Hokies.
All right, nice. Thanks for that tournament insight there, Wellsy. I'm on your. I don't know if I'm quite on your side there. I'm gonna move it over to Phil because I have interest. I want to put money on this game. I just don't know where yet. Texas plays good defense. Virginia Tech is on a hot run. When I say hot, I mean hot, hotter than Tony Chachere's all in your Cajun stew. What am I taking here, Phil?
You're not wrong. This is a very bettable game. These are Texas, a team who can be inconsistent at times, at 21-11, 10-8 in conference in the Big 12. Virginia Tech, 23-2, 12 overall, 11-9 in conference. Versus an ACC conference that people thought were down. I'm going to disagree. And this conference and this team in particular, Virginia Tech, finished very hot. Very hot. A team that makes it very hard to bet against in terms where you say Texas is favored by 1 point and the over-under is 123.5. I'm going to take Virginia Tech on that money line because I'm also taking Virginia Tech in this game. I think the Hokies do pull it out, like Wells said. Very valid point. They're very hot. Go Hokies. That being said, Texas, one of the most dominant defenses in the nation, 59.6 points per game that they're allowing to opponents, scoring off 68.3, so a very good margin there, but that defense is stout. So don't sleep on Virginia Tech, though. They are scoring 70.7 points a game, so right at 71, allowing 62.3 points per game, so the defense isn't anything to sleep on. I think that's going to end up being a wash. I honestly think this is going to be a buzzer-beater game. It's going to be fantastic to watch. I'm just rooting for the underdog here because it's March Madness. So give me those Hokies, give me the money line, and let's fucking roll.
Baby.
Yeah, let's go. I'll remind you guys that Casey Beard is no stranger to the tournament. He is no stranger to winning games in the tournament. And last time I checked, he's been 2 Final Fours. And 1 championship in the last couple of years. So I'm not going against Texas. Virginia Tech may be hot right now, but Texas has the what do they call it? Experience at the coaching at the reins there. I think Texas can get the job done. Yeah, I'm rolling Texas on that, and I think I'm going to take the points. It can't be more than 3. I don't remember what you said. 1. I've taken Texas. Probably on the money line then. Probably more money paying out that way, or the -1, either one. We'll move on to the next one. One of the more exciting teams in basketball this year against a team that I think is only here because they won their tournament, Purdue. We also know that their average height is 6'7" and 1/4. Looked that up last night. What do you think, Phil? Anything to bet on there in this one, or is this one kind of where you're looking to move on past and let Purdue take the reins?
Yeah, no, I think you're referring to Yale as the had to win it to be in it team.
I am.
9-11, Ivy League, probably played Harvard in the final. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Probably happened a week and a half before the actual selection committee or the real tournaments happened. Sorry, Yale. Sorry, Harvard. Yeah, you're smarter than me, but I'm not going to business school. Purdue. 3 seed on the line, fantastic team. I know I bet on them multiple times during this year. They have been rewarding, depending on how you want to bet towards Purdue. That being said, they're opening up as a 16-point line. Purdue getting 16 points with an over-under of 143. I don't want any part of that over-under. I just don't know what Yale can really put up because I haven't really watched them this year outside of them being Ivy League champs. I do think Purdue's going to win. I don't think it's going to stretch to 16 points. So if you're really getting into some magic here, see if you can do a same-game parlay, slap Purdue down to about 14.5, slap that over-under to maybe 145, take the under, and see if you can same-game parlay that fun stuff at DraftKings for some extra money. Other than that, Purdue's going to advance here. I would be baffled if Yale even gets a shot.
All right, you heard it there first, folks. Baffling if Yale even gets off a shot. Wells, you think the smart boys in the Ivy League have any business playing Purdue?
They don't have a chance. They need to stick to studying and reading books, bro. Purdue's going to win easily. I'm going to take Purdue and the under because I don't see Yale putting up a fighting chance.
Good call. We're all on the same page there. I'm going to take Purdue, and I think I like the points there. I don't know how much defense Yale has, but I've got a good feeling the man down low for Purdue stands about 2.5 feet taller than anyone else on Yale's team. Give me Purdue and the points. Again, probably my third or second favorite matchup of this entire side of the bracket up there. We've got Murray State at San Francisco. Murray State at San Francisco. Shout out if you like this matchup. Barstool's doing a promo. Bet $100 on this game. Win a cool T-shirt. We don't own our own sports book, so go throw money somewhere. If you're gonna do it, might as well do it there. I I don't know what to think right off the bat. I know Murray State scores a lot of points, and they don't lose very many games. I'm going to let Phil give us a line or two on this one.
While you're at it and you're going ahead and betting and going the Barstool way, which I assume a lot of you know the Barstool logo, go ahead and put it on the Dons, baby. That San Francisco fever out of the West Coast. You already had Gonzaga, which we've talked about. We've talked about the Gales of St. Mary's. Now you got San Fran sitting at 24-9. They're +2. They're giving Murray State the 2 points because they went 30-2. All right, that's a fair point. Are they riding on Ja Morant's coattails and his hearsay? Who knows? All I know is strength of schedule for Murray State in the Ohio Valley, 190. San Francisco facing those goodies that we just talked about, 16th in the nation. That being said, I'm going to take Murray State. I apologize. But if I'm betting, I'm putting Murray State in the bracket, but I love a good game. I'm throwing some cash on the Dons, baby.
Wells, you going San Francisco with Phillip on this one, or are you sticking to the Murray State Racers?
I'm not picking San Francisco. You got to be kidding me. I'm going Murray State all day, baby. Let's go. San Francisco doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, I think Murray State's coach is a shoe-in for a big Division I job here soon. He knows how to recruit, for one, and two, it looks like he knows how to win. I can't go against Murray State. I think it'll be very close. Probably come down the last 2 or 3 minutes. We might even get some of those boring free throws at the end of the game. But nonetheless, this game will not be boring. I've got Murray State going to hit that money line. Might even take the over. Moving on to the last matchup, Kentucky at St. Peter's. I'm seeing a lot of chatter online. People think St. Peter's have it. I don't know anything about St. Peter. I don't know about his school. I don't know if St. Peter can shoot a J. I do know they're 19-11, and they must have won their conference tournament to get into this thing. And Kentucky, well, Kentucky's going to Kentucky. I think they probably deserved a 4 seed. No, a three, maybe. I don't know. They didn't have a great end of the season. Lost to Tennessee twice. Go Vols, and struggled against an Arkansas team. But it is Kentucky. It is John Calipari. Like I said with Texas, he is no stranger to winning or losing. I'm going to go ahead and make my pick early on this one. I think Kentucky pulls it out, but I think St. Peter's covers. I think we have a close game. You go ahead, Wells. You let us know what you think of John Calipari and St. Peter's three-point shot.
I think Kentucky's going to get the W because they're still butthurt about losing to Tennessee in the SEC tournament. And they always play pretty well in the tournament. But I'm going to be cheering for St. Peter's because I can't ever cheer for the Kentucky Wildcats ever. But I'm picking the Wildcats to get the W. All
right, Phillip, what are you throwing your money on?
I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that I'll probably be with the majority here, where 98% of people that picked Kentucky have no clue who St. Peter's is. I'm going to assume the 2% are the people who go to St. Peter's. The line is sitting at 18, Kentucky. Over-under's 131.5. If you think that St. Peter's is going to be able to put up 60 points against Kentucky, then yeah, at the over. If you think that Kentucky's going to put up 90 and St. Peter's is going to put up 40, at the over. Both those being said, if we can play in the 80s and 50s, which is probably where this game's going to end up, I think the over-under plays a little bit closer than what the spread would be. I'm going to bet the over. I'm going to bet the Wildcats. Sorry, St. Peter's. Better luck next year.
Oh, and I didn't think I would go back to this one. I was going to be done after my first statement. But, Phil, if you think 2% of people in this world are from St. Peter's and they're betting on this game, you are wrong. Guaranteed in that college handbook, they're out of here. They get caught gambling, but, I wasn't supposed to drink in my dorm room either. So,
blessed.
All right. All right, that was part 2 of the tournament bracket.